So let's see what's going on with my Gemini gang. And then it's going to be Libras right after. Give me a general reading for my Geminis for December 2024. So we have the Eight of Swords as the general energy for this month. So with the Eight of Swords, this is clearing out any frustrations or any headaches that are lingering in regards to misunderstandings with a partner, misunderstandings with a family member, or just frustrations around even finances. There could be things that you're trying to get done that all of the responsibility could feel like it's on your plate, and this could just be annoying. Okay, also if you've been just kind of feeling trapped by an environment, by certain relationships, and it's like, oh, mentally I really would like my own autonomy out of this situation, but I don't really know how to break it to said family member or said lover, or I don't necessarily know how to get out of the situation. If you do feel this way, trust me, this month, even beyond this month, I think that the answers are going to be clear as day when it comes to getting out of this sense of frustration within a job or within a relationship or home environment. I will say this, if you have been just mentally thinking up a storm to where it's been making you feel stuck, this month is going to challenge you to not necessarily try to sort out your problems in your head. You gotta sort out your problems through the physical realm. We can only brainstorm to some degree, but certain challenges, literally, we just have to act in the physical to fix. Now, going into career and finance, I have the Knight of Cups. So this is talk about opportunity, going after opportunity. You could feel mixed feelings about a job that you're already doing. You could have some days where it's like, I love what I'm doing. I love the fact that I'm able to help people, or I'm able to showcase my talents, or I'm able to do certain things. And then other days you may not necessarily feel the same way. The cons could just be very apparent. You could also have certain people that work with you who have mixed energy. Like they don't consistently keep the same energy or the same vibe all the time. And it just makes it so hard for you to feel supported at your job, or like you want to work there because of the fact that there's such an energy switch up. You could have certain people you work with who could seem fake, or they like to, pick and choose days where they want to be friendly, and then other days they want to gossip and just be all over the place. So that could be a concern when it comes to just the work environment. For others of you, there could be a creative endeavor where you really want to see progress, but you could have days where you're full force in it to win it, and then other days just kind of thrown off. I would say take care of your emotional well-being this month so that you can present in your career to the full extent, and not, having good days and bad days with that so much. Now with love, I have the Two of Wands. So you could be at a crossroads, like an in-between position where it's like, for example, I really want my relationship to work, an existing relationship to work. But I know that if we continue down the path that we're on, this is going to crash into maybe a tower moment. So the challenge is, what should I do? Should I continue the relationship as it is? Should I try a different approach? Should I take a step back? You could be at a crossroads in regards to an existing connection, even a newer connection. You could have two options where it's like, okay, I could see where this newer connection and I may go, but I also have this other connection where I don't necessarily have all the answers, and that confliction is something to sort through. You also could be dating somebody long distance, and you could be making traveling plans to finally see each other. Now, advice, or not advice, the challenge that you may run into during this time frame. With the Three of Wands, the challenge could be knowing you have good things coming in the future and having to be patient for that to be coming in for you. Like with the Three of Wands, it takes a level of patience. It takes a level of waiting for your ships to come in and not being in the past while doing so, like entertaining the past as like a buffer to the things that are coming in. So the challenge could be, turning your back completely from a relationship that isn't necessarily working and knowing that better is going to come in, but still having that hard time with, cutting that off and feeling sure in that. Oh, right now I'm doing Gemini. Right now I'm doing Gemini. The other challenge could be,
with SpotMe, I can overdraft up to $200 fee-free.
Install the Chime app today.
My mantra is that every next level demands a different you, and Purdue Global is giving.
Relocating. Some of you will be moving or have recently moved, and the challenging part is adjusting to this relocation and seeing where you'll be, let's say 3 months from now or 6 months from now in this new environment. So take your time with adjusting. Take your time. Now, what to avoid or to watch out for, not necessarily avoid. Well, what to avoid and what to watch out for. I have the Ace of Wands. So what to avoid is burnout. Trying your best not to overwork yourself in terms of putting too much responsibility on your plate, like physically. If you can, because some of you could be working a lot because there's things you got to pay for. If you can, try to make your schedule consist of some at least time for you to get some decent rest. Because if you don't, you could just have an extreme sense of burnout by the end of this month. Another thing to, I guess, watch out for is some sort of new opportunity. You could be maybe inspired to go to an audition or to start school or to start a program or to get a license that could help you branch off in your career or to start some sort of new chapter, and you don't want to let this opportunity kind of pass you by. Now, outcome for this month for you, Geminis, we have the Judgment. And the Judgment card talks about epiphanies, realizations. It talks about rethinking things and also revisiting things as well. You could have certain family members that come visit you or you go visit, and this could give you like this rush of nostalgia or this rush of just comfort from being around people that care about you. For others of you, there could be this resurfacing of certain friendships, or shoot, this could even be a love interest. We are in Mercury retrograde, okay? You will have to make your final say or your final decision on what you want to do with that, whether that's something you want to allow in your life or not. But not only that, there's things that you're realizing about yourself, things that you're realizing about the space that you're in now. Like you could be realizing that, hey, I'm really mature in terms of where my mind was at or where I was at emotionally in the beginning of the year. And now I have a totally different perspective, totally different outlook. What are the final messages for my Geminis they need to hear for the month of December? So I have Key, which represents opportunity. And I also have Power Lines, which represents energy. So final messages, so much opportunity for you to take advantage of during this month. You could be getting some good news as well in regards to relocation or some sort of house, getting, a business location, starting up a business. There's some sort of new door you're opening. And it's going to require you to temper your energy, to stay energetically grounded. And thank you, Geminis. I hope that was helpful and to give you